championship has gone from him. The top five would be solid, so it's all going to start here for Conor Shanahan. Second half of the year has to be better than the first for Conor as he comes flying through the gears. Yeah, had a shaky start to this weekend already, had a blown turbo in practice yesterday. This morning to make sure that car was 100% for Conor Shanahan, and now it seems to be working flawlessly as Shanahan puts bumper to wall. Look at that, the way he controlled the car on the handbrake into the outside zone, dials it in on the foot brake, right up against the wall and across the line. Shanahan back on form. You know, it's amazing when you watch Conor Shanahan qualify, and he always scores. You know, so this is Shanahan having to step up. He would like to be in the 90s, and if he wants to climb back into the championship top 10, he could do it that qualifying showdown. Big run coming in here. Yeah, he's coming in hot now, Dave. He's really committed right to the edge of the circuit. Left foot braking, just dabbing it as he puts the wheel on the curb there. And this is an absolute flyer so far from Shanahan. Big angle carried into the outside zone, fires the car back across the circuit, shallows up the angle, thinks about it, adjusts the car on the handbrake, gets it into the outside zone, puts the back in towards the wall, but not too close. Remember, these GTA 60s don't like being on the wall. Across the line, that was beautiful from Shanahan. Yeah, I think that's better than the first one, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine. Maybe. He needs a podium. He wants to start, you know, resurging here. This championship hasn't gone his way for 3 rounds. And Meyer will say, if I take down last year's champion, well, I'm back in business. So a lot on the line here as they head to that first corner. Yeah, through the gears, Shanahan flicks that car to angle, and Yves Meyer struggles to put that car on angle. The grip, the pace from Shanahan is absolutely mad right now as he puts the car right where he needs it to be. Yves Meyer shortcutting the circuit massively to make a dive down there on outside zone 5. Through the smoke goes Meyer, up into the wall goes Shanahan now. Yves Meyer into the pocket, into the zone, dives up into the door and gives Shanahan a little fight across the line. Well, I gotta say, you know, this could be a big moment for Yves Meyer and the Drift Force team as they come off the line. They've got the 2023 champion hunting them down, and Shanahan not letting Meyer away here on the first corner. No, look at that big weight transfer for Yves Meyer, and Shanahan tucks up onto the back bumper, but Yves Meyer was out of the outside zone, makes the car across the circuit, now starts to get into formation. Shanahan takes the opportunity, back on that qualifying line goes Meyer, and Shanahan keeps his distance for the moment. A little waver and a wobble there from Meyer as he gets himself into the outside zone. Shanahan shallows up the angle, now starts to apply the pressure. Very clever driving from Conor Shanahan there. You can tell he didn't overcommit at any point on the track. He was waiting to see what Meyer would do. And Meyer, if he'd pulled out a 90-plus lead run, might have had much more of an advantage on Shanahan than if Shanahan played it safe. It was a dangerous game this far on a start, but he's going for it. Look at this. Doesn't have to slow with the chicane. He's lost a little bit of ground on Shanahan here as he timed it right. I don't know if he's timed it right or not, but he made to. He's go on the back bumper, that's for sure. Shanahan fires in. Zalewski hunts him down. They go for the transition. Zalewski through the smoke, looks for the front wheel. 2 GTA 6s, almost identical equipment. Oh my God! Zalewski takes the front bumper clean off the car. Super aggressive, now dives, wheel to wheel, jumps onto the door of Conor Shanahan as they put bumper to bumper on the wall. Oh my goodness! And Shanahan felt it. 10%, but now he needs to take a little bit out of that locker and find it. We come off the line, Zalewski to lead in. Conor Shanahan through the gears, goes Shanahan. He looks for him, he goes onto the back bumper even earlier. Now they go into outside zone 1, but Shanahan carries more angle. They transition down into 2, and Shanahan is still glued to the side of Zalewski. He goes for the transition. Shanahan keeps it clean this time. They look for the wall, and they make it. Oh, and Shanahan nearly hits him as he now shortcuts, makes a dive, looks for the front wheel, jumps up onto the door of Zalewski. Unbelievable driving from Conor Shanahan and Adam Zalewski. That's absolutely top drawer. And they've got to throw all their cards on the table as they go through the gears into that first car. Look at Zalewski. He initiates before Shanahan. Look at the proximity. Zalewski's car ripping panels off as he fires up on the car. Zalewski plays with fire. He's in the smoke. Can he see where he's going? He goes inside and he can somehow get back towards Shanahan. How is Zalewski doing this? The car is falling to pieces. He's on the door. There is no gap between these two. This is the best you'll ever see these two drive. That is on the edge. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. That was taking it to another level again. Insane. That was taking it to another level again. Zalewski's initiation. Look at the initiation. Side by side. He almost hits Shanahan's car. Yeah, certainly is. And look at this. Zalewski's going for a big spin. Shanahan jumps onto the back bumper. He does get a little bit more proximity than what Zalewski had. They transition down outside zone 2. And look at Shanahan. He's closer than Zalewski on the outside zone. They fire across the track. Look for outside zone 5. Zalewski has to left foot brake. And Shanahan makes some avoiding. He's over-rotated. Zalewski over-rotated. I just watched it come and he went on big angle and he couldn't hold it. I
I think Zalewski's over-rotated on the transition there. That just was my initial point, and I really thought the angle he was throwing, I was like, he's never going to hold that, and he just had to stall the car up to avoid the spin. Oh, it's so knife edge.
Leading this championship this time this last year. Off the line goes Conor Shanahan, fires that GT86 across the circuit, but look at Tomas Kylie down the inside. Now he starts to lose some ground. Gains it back again as they go for the transition. Kylie up on the inside. As Shanahan performs an absolutely incredible lead line. It's a little shallow though on the outside zone. Goes to the curb, goes for the transition back. The back end of Shanahan's car flexes as Kylie puts the bumper to bumper. He goes for the door and Kylie pushes Shanahan across the line.
Oh, that transition from Tomas Kylie in towards the wall was just... I mean, if we had seen one transition like that 3 years ago, we'd have gone home saying, what an amazing event. We're seeing it run after run right now, but he's got to get the job done here.
He has got to get the job done here, and he goes for a nice initiation, and Kylie starts to pull away from Shanahan. They go wide on the outside zone as Kylie flicks the car across the circuit. Now Shanahan starts to make his move up on the inside. Kylie on a nicer lead line. Shanahan goes for it. Oh, but it's messy from both of them on the transition. How did they even make that work into the wall? And Shanahan and Kylie stay in it. As Shanahan's closer than Kylie, the back end buried in the wall.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. Conor Shanahan has no right to come out of that curve like that at all. We have never witnessed someone go in there and not spin like that. He went up a foot in the air.
Yep.
And then he came back in the door. Back up on the podium. Come on. And here we go.
And here we go. Look at this. Shanahan straight to the back bumper of that 180SX of Dwayne McKeever as he fires into that first outside zone. No separation this time as the pace is absolutely matched. And Shanahan now dives up onto the inside, looks for the door. Oh, comes through the smoke, takes the back bumper off of McKeever's 180, hits him up the back end again, pushes him out of the outside zone, dives onto the door, and Shanahan's a man possessed.
This is ridiculous. This was ridiculous driving. McKeever took the punt and just said, that's right, let's go. Stayed on the top step of the podium this year, and if he has to, he's got to go for Shanahan there on the inside goes McKeever. Dropping into the zone a little bit, but he stays on the back of a big transition for the drivers. They fire through the center of the section faster than anybody, so McKeever gets it wrong. McKeever's in the wall. McKeever's in the wall, and it all goes wrong in an instant for the driver from Northern Ireland. Shannon's going to see that dead square through the windscreen now. McKeever buried in the wall. He's going to go over and check on his fellow countryman because that was a big hit. And what happened there? Did he get lost in the smoke? Did
he pinched himself up the inside.
Yeah.
He done what Kvyat done earlier on in the track. He got himself pinched up on the inside.
Who will be your 2024 King of Riga? Here we go.
Deane to lead out Shanahan as they fire through. Look at this. Deane on it, absolutely glued to the outside line. But Shanahan so far on the inside, you can barely see that GT86. Now Shanahan transitions, puts it into the pocket. Deane on a flyer of a lead line, dials it in for outside zone 5. Back once again, Shanahan almost makes contact, backs out of it. Now puts himself right into the groove, onto the door, across the line.
That's ridiculous driving. That is absolutely ridiculous. Perfect in the lead, perfect in the chase. Oh, there are no words for how good this laser focus. Deane is coming for blood as they fire in at 128. Deane is on the inside of the track, but he's got proximity. This is where it could all unravel as Shannon goes to the wide side of the track. Deane is up on the curve. Shannon puts big angle on Deane. Oh, barely holds on to it. Deane makes a big error, but he stays in. How are they both going at this point? It doesn't even make physical sense, and they're door to door as they've been since they started practice on Thursday evening. They finish this event with the craziness that we started. Oh my goodness.
And that's the first